Hi guys, Thunder here and welcome to my review of the PlayStation TV, Sony's new PlayStation setup box that you can actually pick up now for $99 or bundle for $139. Now the PlayStation TV is very interesting. Really what it is to me, it's a PS Vita stripped down into this little box right here. Now the PlayStation TV, the bundle comes with a controller, but you can use your own DualShock 3 if you have one, or a DualShock 4 controller like I have right here. And you just need to connect it directly via USB cable to pair it, and that's it, you're done. You can actually use the controller. So the bundle package comes with this memory card, and eventually you're going to need a memory card for this. I apologize, it took a while to it's a PS Vita memory card, so basically Sony's proprietary memory card. You can see the PlayStation TV there. It's got an LED indicator on the front, and if you pan to the side there, that is the spot where you can actually slide in your PS Vita games. Now at the back, that's where the power port is. If I can just get in a little closer for you guys to see. So at the back here is your power connector, Ethernet, HDMI, and then if we bank around, you do have USB ports. That's the card port, and that's the power button here. And that's pretty much it. And this is my word of advice. If you're going to get the PlayStation TV, do not connect it wirelessly. It's got a terrible wireless chipset in there. So it makes everything slow. The experience is really slow, either downloading the apps, using PlayStation Now, or even using PS4 Link. It's really slow and choppy not to do that. So that's the box right here. And this is what PlayStation Now actually looks like on your TV screen. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. And let's talk about some of the interface setups here before we go into some of the things that we really want to check out and see with the PlayStation Now. So this is the main landing area. This is the main home menu, and that looks exactly like your PS Vita. If you had a PS Vita, it's very similar. So you have the PlayStation Store, browser, you have power to turn it off, trophies, friends, messages, party, music, videos, PS4 Link, content manager, parental controls, email, calendar, and of course PS Now. PS Now you have to download from the store. Now if you go towards the right, you have different tabs you have open. So this is like the featured tab. This is a tab for PS4 Link, which you will see as we jump in later. Another tab here for videos, where you can also download videos from the Sony PlayStation Store. And then this is also games from the store. And this is also a tab for PlayStation Now. And of course a tab for settings. So you have tabs, then you have this here, which is like kind of like notifications telling you who's online, who's playing, who's joined the party. So all your PSN stuff is actually there. So granted that's the case, let's move down here. You know, the PlayStation TV interface is something that really bums me out, because I really wanted something that's a little bit more modern, more refreshed, and more entertainment focused. So where you could see the ability of downloading applications like Hulu, Netflix, you know, Plex, things like that allow you to do a lot of entertainment things, because this little box has a lot of potential, especially with PlayStation Now involved. The PlayStation TV and PlayStation Now to me can be a great combination to do a lot of gaming, and especially if Sony actually brings up a subscription service for it. But before that, let's take a before we go into any of that, let's go jump in and take a look at PlayStation Now. Must stress, if you really want to use the PlayStation TV, the best thing is to have it connected via Ethernet cable. You going through the wireless system is just terrible. It's really slow. It's much slower than it is normally. So that's something just to take note. My PS Now games, Bionic Commando. So I'm going to play this. I had gone Bionic Commando a while back, and I want you guys to see how it is playing to PlayStation Now on the PlayStation TV, if you notice any slowdowns or things like that. So you know, I'm just gonna let this go through the testing connection and all this whole setup process so you guys can take a look. Now the PlayStation TV is something that I do like, but it has its potential, but it has a lot of downfalls that it just really irks me in terms of how good it could be. But before we even get to that, let's go ahead and just play the game here, Bionic Commando 2, I believe, Ream 2. All right, so hit the start button. Again, I'm using my DualShock 4 controller, which is much easier to use. Play game. Continue, yep. So one thing I'll mention is that when I was playing this wirelessly using a Wi-Fi connection, it was terrible. There's a lot of slowdowns, lots of issues, and things like that. So I'm gonna hit start, skip this. R2 and X. And it's so much better using Ethernet connection. That's one thing I do have to mention. It's so much better with the Ethernet connection. If you're going to actually use PlayStation Now, use an Ethernet connection. You can see the game. I can play easily or well enough. Boom. All right, see if there's any bad guys around. Someone I can take out. But with Ethernet connection, it handles well. So you can play PlayStation Now games. And you know, that's a nice benefit. So of course, PlayStation Now has its own issues that I should go away, that I'm not too fond of. Especially the fact that you know, there's no subscription service, so hopefully that changes. Come on. So there you have it, guys. Anyway, I'm just going to pause this. There you have it. Plays well, handles well, and again, you can head out of PlayStation Now, and by just basically pressing down the PlayStation button, close game, yes, quit, and that will take you out, and then you can head out of PlayStation Now itself by just tapping down your PlayStation button. So navigating through, again, it's really much better if you have an Ethernet connection connected to this. So you can connect and you can play games from there, and there's some nice benefits to it, but one of the things I don't like is actually the interface. Now this is, to me, just reminds me, it feels like Sony slapped the PS Vita in here. You do have the store, which you can go into, of course, buy games. You can download PlayStation Now, of course, on there. So you can go into games, you can buy PS Vita games with PS TV, or you can actually put in your PS Vita into the system, PlayStation Now. You can also buy PlayStation mobile games on there, which are nice. The Lego movie game is actually pretty much fun. And it's nice, but the thing I don't like about it is the fact that there are no other apps. So, you know, the fact that the PlayStation TV works separately, can work separately from your PlayStation 4, I felt that, you know, you should be able to also have things like Netflix and Hulu. You can download things like that on there, but pretty much it's a PS Vita, and that's the annoyance there. So if you don't have a PlayStation, say if you don't have a PlayStation 4, you can't actually enjoy Netflix or things like, you know, or Hulu, or even have Plex on there or things like that. So that's the bummer there. It's that, you know, this doesn't act like, for $99 and for what it can do, or the promise of what it can do, I really wanted it to be more close in line to, say, an you know, like a Roku box or Amazon Fire TV, but it doesn't necessarily do that. So on its own, you have PlayStation Now, you can also watch movies and videos, but this is, of course, through Sony's catalogs of stuff, so I'm just have to close that out. But you can go through Sony's catalogs of movies, videos, TV shows, and some things they have, and you can go ahead and manage content and things like that. So that's, you know, that's the only way for you to watch content. Or you can go to your PS4 and link. And linking the PS4 is easy. Again, if you do have a wireless connection, it's terrible. I have a very good wireless connection. It doesn't work well. The cool thing about this is that even if your PS4 is asleep, it will wake it up from sleep. It just woke up my PS4, and you can go in and play a game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in. I'm going to play Destiny from here. That's the cool thing about it. So I like that aspect where, you know, if you have the PS4 in your living room and you have the PS Vita in the guest room or your office or somewhere else in the house, PS TV is somewhere in the house, and you know you have either someone who's watching TV in the living room or doing something else, you can actually go to your other room and just play your PlayStation 4. So I'm in my PlayStation 4. It's a little laggy. You can notice some of the lag, but I can go in, I can do a lot of things. I can check out my friends, I can do everything I need to do on my PlayStation. I can go ahead and fire up Destiny. I finally got my PlayStation 4 disc fixed. It was kind of a weird thing. I actually rebuilt the database for it, so that's something that's interesting just to note from Sony there. But we'll fire up Destiny. I just want to show you how, you know, a AAA game will look like and play using the PlayStation TV. If you want to enjoy this, make sure you do this over an Ethernet connection, not a wireless connection. So if you do have a wireless connection, you are going to just hate yourself because it will lag seriously. And as you know, Destiny always has his load of updates that they do all the time. So this one is actually taking slightly longer than I expected. Let's see if I can jump into a mission quickly. I don't want to waste your time with all the cutscenes and all that jazz and loading, but that's what you get with a system like this. But a little bit more about the PlayStation TV now. Some of the things that I like, again, like I said, I love the connection to your PS4. So for me, that's a solid. I'm at a level 11 pretty much. Sam's the one who's like 22. I haven't touched it in a while because my disk drive has been toast, but what you find is that it is that great second connection tool if you're looking for one. I'm just going to play somewhere on the moon quickly. Actually, what planet am I in front of? I'm in front of Earth, so okay, moon would be an easy place to play the first map. Is this story? No, I don't want a story map. All right, there we go. Still story also. Hey, never mind, it's level 7. We can launch, jump in there. But you can see it's running pretty smooth, and that's the cool part. The cool part is when it works in conjunction with your PlayStation 4. Without your PlayStation 4, it doesn't work in conjunction very well. So anyway, I'm gonna cut through it, and then we'll jump back into the gameplay. So I'm gonna try and jump into some action here, so you guys can see how a game like this will handle some of my vehicle. So far it's running fairly well. Not too much lag, but I want to get into a firefight with someone. Just want to see how that would look. A couple of headshots, there we go. So it is a little bit laggy. I've noticed that, but it's not unplayable. It's still a bit laggy. I think they need to do some stuff in updating this system so that it feels a little bit faster and better. But you can see how something like a game like Destiny actually handles here in terms of controls and functionality and all that fun stuff. There's some bad guys outside. Great. Out of my way. So yeah, that's Destiny on, of course, PS TV. A little bit laggy, but very playable. And again, to jump out, hit your PlayStation button. You can go system, you can go live area view, and that will take you out completely away. over here. So the PlayStation TV, you know, it's not a bad idea from Sony. I wish they revamped this complete interface so that it felt more like an entertainment hub where you can connect to your PlayStation Home, PlayStation 4 and things like that. What I would love to see from Sony here is, you know, it's priced at $99, and I hope they bring up subscription service for PlayStation Now so that you can bundle it and say, hey, $50 for the whole year for PlayStation Now, and basically you have like you have this mini box, a PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games for you. You know, as long as you have an Ethernet connection. So there are a bunch of things they need to do to actually make this thing worthwhile. They need to fix the wireless connectivity. It's terrible. They need to change the interface. They need to allow applications like Hulu, Netflix, and things like that also. So on there, I know it doesn't have a lot of onboard storage, but at least you can at least have it bundled with a memory card. You don't have to actually buy the bundle to get a memory card. And support SD cards, Sony, for crying out loud. Seriously, it's about time we do that. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions or any comments about the PlayStation TV, let us know. This is not a buy for me right now. It's something I say wait. There's a lot of promise in there. Hopefully they can fix it, but it's really not a buy. So anyway, any questions, any comments, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and favorite this video. Do subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.